Many believe the wheel was invented in prehistoric times, example in the Stone Ages. However, archaeology shows that for much of human existence, the wheel simply wasn't necessary, so one may wonder how old this cyclotory is. Between 3000 and 2000 BC in Russia, there are traces of wheels in the Kurgan grounds. In Turkmenistan, Pakistan, 2600 BC, there are traces of wheels there too. Eastern Europe was responsible for the widespread of wheels. In 2000 to 2500 BC, that was the era of chariots in which the Greeks used wheels for chariot racing. But in China, at a place called Luoyang, they found buried chariots dating back to 1200 BC, almost equivalent to Egypt. From solid pieces of wood to the wheels we love. Now that we know, let's take time to appreciate the wheel and admire the thousands of years that went into developing this marvel.
Now that you've seen the history of the wheel, we are delivering on our promises right here on Game On. We promised you a few weeks ago, and you'll see why in a few minutes' time. But before we get into the lineup of the show, we'd like to first talk about the mayor of Mkungundogu District Municipality. She wants to thank each and every athlete that participated in this year's 5th running of the Mandela Day Marathon, and be reminded that on the 26th and 27th of August 2017, you will be welcomed into the district once again. Now, when I think of Itayera, Khulele Lokshini, Ekazi, Enaledi, Besidlala ngalo, Sigcwele istradi, and now it has evolved into this mass participation event. When I think of the Grand Prix and how exciting it has become, and of course, it debuted in this year's 2016 Olympics in Brazil, and that is of course BMXing. What are we going to be talking about today? BMX.
Did you know that BMXing is an official Olympic sport? Let's learn more about extreme biking.
Extreme Bike and Adventure Park is located on the West Rand and situated within the cradle of humankind, 20 minutes from Krugersdorp and 30 minutes from Sandton. The park includes a BMX racetrack built to international standards, children's education, as well as beginner tracks, a range of pump tracks and jump tracks for learning to jump, as well as flow trails which are currently being developed.
Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty bike info. After all, we're here to edutain.
BMX race bikes are made out of very lightweight aluminium, generally a 6061 composite aluminium. The geometry of the bike is set up specifically for the size of the rider. BMX race bikes go from very small sizes up to pros, Pro XLs, double XLs in order to accommodate riders of 6'2" and bigger. This is a top class little race bike. It comes factory fitted, ready to race out of the box. We have a variety of BMX race bikes starting from a mini, going to a micro, junior, expert, pro. From a pro, sizes increase for much older candidates. In order to start racing BMX, the primary requirements are a full-face helmet and good-fitting gloves. Other requirements and essentials are a long-sleeve shirt and long-sleeve pants. If you decide to race with either short sleeve or short pants, you will require knee pads and elbow pads, although they are greatly suggested as well. An additional accessory which does aid in protection is a neck brace. It's not a prerequisite for all riders, and some choose to ride without it. Gloves are really important, especially when we're falling, because they stop the grit from getting into our hands when we fall and reduce the impact. We primarily utilize a full face helmet in order to reduce impact when we're falling, especially around the face area. If we use a general purpose mountain bike helmet, it doesn't offer any protection for our face or jaw, whereas the full face helmet does. The event today incorporated a lot of novice and beginner riders, primarily in order to understand what it is like going down a big start hill from a pneumatic gate. A great importance of learning to race BMX is learning to ride alongside each other with a lot of other children on the track at the same time.
When it comes to BMX talent in South Africa, we really are not running short. Now, the reason why I say this is because at this year's Olympics, we were well represented by Kyle Dodd. And when we think of the future prospects, that is the 2020 Olympics that will be held in Tokyo, the name that comes up is, of course, Neil. He has been racing for the past 7 years. Basically, what happens is that 8 cyclists race simultaneously over this very complex obstacle course, and they jump high into the air. But whoever finishes off first is, of course, the winner. It's simple, right? Oh, and by the way, doesn't this red remind you of the very vivacious Speedy Racer? I know it does.
We're all excited about this phenomena, and since we know the history and the equipment, let's find out about protective gear.
Hello, my name is Alex Whitehead. I'm 21 years old. I'm from Roodepoort, South Africa. I race BMX. Started when I was 13. I've been racing for 8 years now. I turned pro when I was 16, and I've just been riding ever since. Throughout the years, I've raced multiple BMX South African nationals, achieved a few numbers there. SA2, I think, was my highest at a point. And I also raced in the 2010 World Championships down in Pietermaritzburg. The initial goal is to find a way to get over the jumps as fast as you can. Anything you can do to get over as fast as you can, that's the best option. The difference between BMX compared to other cycling sports is BMX is more of a sprint to the finish, where mountain biking and road cycling is more of a marathon. So the bicycles we use during BMX racing is a small 20-inch or 24-inch BMX bicycle. Mountain bikers and road bikes start from 26-inch and up. And BMX is just a quick sprint. When it comes to BMX, I would say the rules are don't go backwards, don't cross over the track, just ride on the track, follow the direction of the track, and yeah, don't cross the lines. If you go outside of the track, you will be penalized for that. Don't cross the white line and you'll be okay. The rider I look up to at the moment is Sifiso Nolapo. He was the best when I started, and he always just killed it. He doesn't race anymore, unfortunately, but he inspired me a lot to push myself and to get where I am today. I recommend for kids starting BMX, just take it easy, have fun, don't push yourself too hard in the beginning. Yeah, just enjoy the jumps, make sure you've got your helmet on and all your protective gear, and yeah, just have fun.
We're still continuing to unpack the phenomenon that is the evolution of the tire. Now, drift trikes are actually tricycles that are made from sleek, rare wheels with hard plastics. Now, you're probably wondering, what is Uxoli talking about, Jonga?
Just like Miss Z said, we are drifting to Tokyo to talk to you. So, Tips, give us some tips.
Gear me up. Let's do this. Sure.
Ready?
Hey, Munagin, did it. Daniel, sir, you need to take your cap off
Oh, okay, okay. Give it to, okay.
and hand it over.
Sure. And then I wear this.
Yes, sir.
I think I'm fine like this. Get sharp.
Yeah. Then put your helmet on. Buckle up first.
If anything happens, it's because of Oriental. Oriental Plaza. This guy. Let's go, man.
So you ready, sir?
Yep, I only trust you. Let's go and get adrenaline.
Let's go feel the feeling you never felt before.
Vava voom, we're all suited up.
Right over there, sir, is our
Yeah.
engine.
Honda.
Honda GX 390cc.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Over here you have your footrest. Right footrest is your accelerator.
Okay.
Handlebars.
Yeah.
On your right end of your handlebars are your brakes.
Okay.
Okay.
How fast is this thing?
The main reason, sir, I can't estimate how fast is it.
Okay.
Because the reason why we build it is for drifting only.
Oh, okay.
No speed.
All right. And then what is this hose pipe? This is a hose pipe, Joe.
No, sir, it's a safety pipe around it for safety purposes. Example, when you bump the tires
Oh, it's a safety hose pipe.
and it doesn't flip easy.
Okay.
It's stable on
So
the ground.
I'm kind of safe when I'm here.
100%,
Let me
sir.
sit down and speak to you from here.
No
So
problem, sir.
this is the seat.
Seat?
Very uncomfortable, obviously, because there's no cushioning in there. And
cushion.
here,
That's your accelerator, sir. You need
Okay.
to clamp it flat down
flat down all the time.
all the time,
Because
sir.
I'm super tall. As you can see, guys, I don't know how I'm gonna do this thing, tall as I am, and I'm gonna be able to break and go. But this is not for tall people like me. DJ Finzo, wherever you are, bao batai.
These are the two different types of trikes, kiting drift trikes. Rather than gravity drift triking, some drift trikes use wind power from kites to move. Motorized drift trikes. Fuel-driven drift trikes are gas-powered hill-wrecking machines. With all the torque being applied to the rear wheels, it makes it extremely easy to obtain easier drifts at low speeds. And these are your rules and regulations. Trike drifting commonly falls within the jurisdiction of cyclist traffic laws. Many districts, regions, and countries require the use of helmets, brakes, a rear red reflector, and front lights. Although some regions categorize them as gravity vehicles, where they are treated in a similar fashion to skateboards and street luges.
Yeah, I'm a drifter, man. I'm a drifter. Me, yo. As you can see, man, I'm a master drifter right now. I've drifted. People were behind me, Joe. I'm a rock star. But right now, we're going for dead buckies. You'll see, you'll understand. It's about dirty people. You know what? I'm so adrenaline. Yo, sharp.
Today we're going to be throwing around a lot of racing jargon, so I hope all your notepads are out. This next one is the buggy. It generally refers to any lightweight automobile with off-road capabilities, just like this one.
Like its official league in Ireland, it's in a league of extreme, extraordinary gentlemen.
Yo, hey there.
How's it?
Sure.
Okay.
And do
This is the kind of dead buggy we're gonna use.
dead bucky.
Dead buggy,
Yeah.
yes. On your right hand side
Yeah.
is your accelerator, on your left hand side is your brake.
Okay, so I use hands here.
Yes.
Okay, Nesha, let's get it done. That's all I'm doing, ne? Brrr, ooh, ooh.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's go. Let me wear my what? Yeah.
Initially, dune buggies were designed for navigating the desert or beaches, hence the use of the word dune or beach. However, dune buggies have become more diversified in terms of the terrain they can handle and are being built for more generic off-road tasks such as core or score indoor track racing. Some are even built for and use as on-road vehicles. Typically, the function is determined before the buggy is created in order to maximize the comfort or abilities of the car. Although dune buggies can be bought as a kit because many drivers make their own. This is done by buying chassis, engine, tires, steering wheel and axles separately. Some builders make their own chassis, which creates a special customized vehicle. A 1961 or later Volkswagen sedan is the preferred donor in creating a dune buggy.
Yeah. You know, I feel like I'm like the guy, you know, the dead buggy guy, man. I'm so good at this thing, but this is not a kiddie sport. You have to be 17 years and older, and you need a driver's license. Taxi drivers, you need a driver's license. This is actually a full-on sport in Ireland, somewhere in Europe. They like wake up one day and like, yo, I wanna drive this thing. Yeah, you're not eating it. Can you see that it's not child's play? Look at how tired I am. I know. You know, if you like that, there you go.
In Thailand, they have buffalo racing, which is racing on the actual buffalo itself. While in Spain, they race against the bulls with the aim of not being crushed. Ouch. So, what do you think will happen next? Tweet, Instagram and Facebook SABC Sport using hashtag #GameOn. Now this is a weird sport that happens around the world. The bull is tied with a rope with the animal provoked at all fronts, and the cable is used as a safety net, so to speak.
Quad biking has become one of the most loved recreational sports la eMzansi. And if you don't believe me, well, you can even take a tour around South Africa's largest township, and that is, of course, Soweto on quads. Well, Ushapunizer makes it look very easy. Kodwa mina, on this little red number, I will make it look easy, yeah. Hey.
Yeah, mona ke phapetse dilo tsa wa mpotsa re ke nne fatshe mara ke ka gore ke rata dilo.
Yeah, since you mo teng fela na bra. So you know ka hi fela key on is your ignition.
Yeah.
This green button is for start the bike. So you just press here to start the bike. Don't worry, don't panic.
Okay.
Accelerator. Usponesa fela mona o motuna o ka fa da. O pressa fela ka fa ke accelerator ga.
Oh, ke pressa ya tsama.
Ke di brake, ka fa ke brake hape. So ke pele ka morago. Ke yona matona a go morago.
Yeah.
Ke motona go pele, wa bona.
So
ga o stop fela
both
wa bona.
Ah,
Control.
ke a bot beno clash e etsang.
Wa bona ga o se di gear ka hi fela o pressa class ka fale.
Ke hard and then
o hard then wa change ka fela.
So mo ke
e ka fa ke gore ga o tsamaya ka speed wa bona.
Yeah.
Ka slowly L ke low gear. So ra o re ke
oh, H ke high gear.
ke high gear.
Oh, ne ke re ke ya.
Ke 80.
Oh, ne ke na no H ke ya ho bedi. And then ele ke ya ho lo o nya go lesela. Alright. Arbatse. Sure, henga wa go high I mean really. Tlebe ke se wa mathomo. Ranta e wile le.
Ga o tswa fa o tsamaya ganyane until a ke wa khupuka e body ga o simolola go ikutlwa fela gore bike e ya go tlase fela o sa sponsor accelerator gago o tlogela accelerator o sponsor di brake you make sure hold the brakes
ke tsamaya ka tsone release and
o di tshwara fela ka tsone fela slowly nthe ke batlang ke gore o tsamaye slowly go ya
okay hengawa o ira hala
wa tse o etsang ga o fetsa go namelela kwa godimo ka fale o simolola kwa go tlase just lean back
ke
batla o etsang slowly hurry ke batla o tsamaye straight wa bona straight
okay
and o ska press out tlogela so wa tse ke batla o etseng o shebelle wa bona
lebelle we
ga ke batla o ye ko ke batla o le too much go go nna ka
okay
wa bona so ka begin mo go nna you must keep on moving slow hurry o shebelle slow get up one hurry buka pala mo na
ayo hanyane I'm listening, guy. Get it on Buddhism zone. Get it on Tom Buddhism. No. Okay.
Keep
Lean forward. Che papilo kurobi yeah. Yeah.
Well done.
That was nice. Is it? Yeah, no. If you lean now, Majitari GTI, man. You know, you guys are revving your car. We are revving this. This is a very cool spot, man. So you can see me proper. This is a cool spot. I enjoyed myself in every way. It's safe. It's safe. I was taught by professionals. So if you want to do this, come through, but make sure that there is some support. Somebody out who said that. So Majitari Golf GTI, not a Chapagari quad bike. This is Game On for you by me.
The beauty about the Nelson Mandela Day Marathon is that it unites athletes from all over the globe. There's that aspect of Ubuntu, social cohesion, and Rainbow Nation building that Utata always spoke about. Now, the race starts off at Manayu Hall in Pietermaritzburg and ends at the Nelson Mandela Capture Site in KwaZulu-Natal. I truly had so much fun right here at the Randburg Raceway indoor karting. I think Lewis Hamilton had better give me a call. We'll be back again next week, Saturday, 9:30 on SABC2, #GameOn, and I'm signing out as your host with the most, Zondo.
Let's see what's been on the show. We drifted off and back, burning rubber. Then we went 4x4 quad biking, the rush from the sensation ending extreme with BMXing.